Let's look at other file object tools, and let's start with delete file macro command. And this parameter, we should specify a file path and a name. For example, let's say we need to delete this file. So I'm gonna copy and then paste the name of this file here. We need to specify the file path and extension here as well. C drive XLSX extension. And also this macro tells us that an error may occur during this process, so we need to use interface object show error macro command as well. And now if we make an error on purpose, for example, instead of colon, we put semicolon here and run by using F8 key, we will see the message from the system informing us that the file path is incorrect. However, if we specify the file path correctly, but the file name or its extension incorrectly, like this for example, and run it, we will see true, and the result field and error message will not appear, as if this process is executed and as if this file is deleted. So we need to be careful when specifying the file name and extension. However, in order to avoid this and the file object, we have file exists macro command. Let's move it up because we need to check first if this file exists. Now, if we specify this incorrect file name with its path and extension, and this parameter, and run by using F8 key, we will see false in the result field, which means that file doesn't exist. So it can't be deleted, of course. Now let's correct the file name. And in order to delete file if it exists, let's use if condition if the variable 3 is equal to true, then let's execute this delete file and show error macro commands. And if we run by using F8 key, we will see true here, which means that this file exists. Then this condition is met, so this file is deleted and there is no error, of course. And now if we try to find this file in the specified location, we will see that it's not here anymore. And the same way, we can check not only whether a certain file exists in a specified location, but also check whether the folder containing that file exists. So in file object, we have folder exists, macro command, let's move it up. We need to specify location of this folder and this parameter and run it. Now we can check first if there is this folder in a specified location, and then if there is a certain file in that folder. And also we have get application path macro, and it allows us to get the path to the system location. Let's look at this path. So here on a C drive we have this folder where the system is installed, and in this folder there is a data export path, and we recommend using this path when exporting or importing your files. So in order to create this path, we need this variable 5 where the system is installed, and we have to concatenate it with this data export path, and in this subfolder we recommend exporting your files in order to find them easily, and we suggest importing information from here as well. And if we run by using F8 key, you will see this folder here. However, users often need to choose themselves the file name and the path to the location where they are going to export information as well as import information from. Let's see how it can be done. So from the business object, let's get, for example, a list of banks, and let's export it into the folder where the system is installed. So in order to get this path, we should use file objects, get application path macro, and right here we can concatenate it with the data export subfolder. So this path is ready for exporting files, and then we can ask the users for the file name and the path where they want to export their files. So from the wizard object, let's use save file dialog method. And the first parameter here, we should tell the user what to do. So I'm gonna put specify file for export. The next parameter is page number, and in this initial path and file name parameter, we have to specify the path, which is in the variable 1, and we need to concatenate it with the file name. Let's say text xlsx. And in the next file filter parameter, we have all of those Excel files which the user needs to see. And the next parameter is whether this value is required in the wizard or not. Let's tell true. And in order to display the wizard, let's use show wizard macro command and run this macro by using F8 key. So here we can see the initial path, then the macro runs through the file dialog and the wizard form screen appears. You can see the file path and name here, and by using this button we can move to the location where the system automatically set this initial path and also the file name. The user can change this name like this, for example. Now let's select this file name, and if we press the save and then OK button and variable 2, we can find full information which is required to export the file. So in order to export this file, let's use file objects, export data table macro. Now, and this file path and name parameter, we can specify variable 2 and if we run this macro and press OK, and this data export subfolder, you can find this file which was just exported here, and the wizard object. We have also this open file dialog macro command, and you can use it in order to read your files.